Hi, this is just a quick little demonstration of the Microsoft Word. I want to show you some features about Microsoft Word that can help you make your poster. Now, up here in these boxes here, you can see that we've got a whole lot of tabs up here. And this is the Home tab, this is the Insert tab, Page Layout, and when you get to these ones, references, mailings, reviews, we don't really need all of those. Where we're going to focus is on the Home tab and the Insert tab with a bit of a Layout tab as well. So what we're going to start with is an Insert tab. If you want to do something and make a heading, what you can do is use this Shapes tab. If you click on this Shapes tab, it gives you all kinds of different shapes that you can add to your page. One of the best things you can use is this one, which says an A, has a little A in it, and it's for a text box. So if you click on this text box, you can then drag across your screen, click and drag, and it creates a box. As soon as you create this box, and you can tell it's active by all of these dots around the edge and squares, it opens a format box. This format box allows you to do many things. It allows you to fill your shape with colour, which you can then select any of these colours. It allows you to change the outline of your box. So you can do lots of different outlines, and as well as outlines, it can change the weight of your outline. So I can make this a nice heavy outline. I can make it a red one. I'm going to change my fill. I'm going to go for a light orange fill. And I've got the flashing cursor here that says I can add a text. So I'm going to write 3D shapes. Oopsie, I've put accidentally put my shift key down. 3D shape. I now can click and drag across those words, and I can now change the shape and size of these words. So while I'm in the drawing format box, I cannot do anything. I'm going to go back to my home key. My home key has where all my font information is. So the first thing I can do is I can change the size of my font to be quite large or even larger. If I actually want it to be larger than 72, I can type in the box, and this has to be activated blue. I can type in the box a size and click enter, and it will make it huge. I can also change what it might look like. Some things that will work really well, and some things you might have to adjust your box. For example, I've gone to, let's have a look, we've done Century Gothic. I'm choosing Century Gothic. Century Gothic is too big for this. So you can see that it's had to go down another line because it's a little bit too big. If I adjust the sides, it now can come back to being in that shape. So sometimes you have to manipulate either the size of the words using the key, which gives you the size in the fonts, or you have to manipulate the box. At any time, I can change these things that I have done. I can go back and change them. For example, I might want to change this now to a green. So I'm going to do my shape fill, and I'm going to turn it into a green color. And I'm going to go green like that. So it really depends on what you're doing. And of course, if you're unhappy with anything you've done, you can press the go back button, the undo, and it can take it back to where you were before. So we've got our heading, and we're happy with how that's going. So one of the criteria that we need for this project is we have to have at least 6 shapes and descriptions of the shapes. So what I'm going to do is have a look at my page from a distance, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go down to the bottom right hand corner, and I'm just going to adjust this slightly. I've got a slider, or I've got a minus button. The minus is going to take me away from the close. Is going to drag it away, and if I go plus, it's going to bring it closer to me. So now I've got a fairly good look at what I've got here. So I'm going to create a box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my insert, and I'm going to select my shapes key again. And this time again, I'm going to go into the text box and I'm going to drag and make a shape. Now I can change these shapes at any time. I now want to upload a picture that I've taken around the household. So I'm going to go, when I've taken the picture, I've uploaded it to a folder in a drive that I can locate. So I'm now going to go to that. And I'm going to use the tabs up here, and I'm going to go back to the Insert tab. But this time, instead of going to the shapes, I'm going to go to a picture. So I'm going to click in the picture, and I saved it in an area where I know it's going to be. So I'm now going to click on my Rubik's Cube, and I'm going to insert it. I've highlighted it, and I know it's highlighted because it's gone blue, and I'm going to insert. It now automatically goes into the box. I also want to do some writing in this box. So I've located my cursor, and I can see my cursor there by just clicking to the edge of the picture. I'm going to go down the box, and I'm going to write the title of the shape. It's a cube, and I'm going to start describing it. Now, I have tabbed my cursor down, and I cannot see that now, so I'm going to go back and see where it is. I can see it now, and I'm going to go, it has 6 sides, and it has 12 edges. Actually, I'm going to say sides, I'm going to say faces. Sorry, I'm going to change that to faces because that's the correct way we should say it. And it's got 12 edges, and it's got 8 vertices. Now, I've typed in the word 8 vertices, but 8 vertices is underneath. So when I've typed, my box is not big enough, so I'm adjusting all the time. One of the problems that I'm getting a lot with my computer, and maybe it might be the same with you, I'm not sure, but I seem to always get it that the wording is starting to be spaced out too much. I want that to be tighter. So when I highlight it, I can see that I go up to the top, and here is a tab which is talking to me about my words. I'm going to go to no spacing. When I go to no spacing, it takes away all the spaces in between the writing that I've done. I'm now going to drag up my box, my major box again. I'm going to look at the style of writing and the size, and if I highlight it, I can see that I've got a Calibri, it's 11 font. I'm going to make it 12 font. I'm just going to change that. I'm going to keep it pretty much as it is. I can also change the shape of my picture as well, so that if I want my 6 boxes to become, if I'm having difficulty with putting all the boxes in, I can change things around. So I have to play around with these things enormously. So the next thing I would do is I would insert another box, and then I would insert my next picture. And this one might be smaller. It depends on what pictures you've got, what you're doing, how successful you've been at finding your 3D shapes around the house. So very much up to you on how you're going to set it out. This again is the format key, and you can even make these boxes. Like I could actually have highlighted this box. I could have given it a bit of a soft fill. You can change all these around to make it look as attractive as possible. The other thing you can do is when you go to this tab, Page Layout, you can get page borders. If you click on that, you can have a play around with this. You can get some art pictures that could be quite fun, and they could go around. When you click on, I've clicked on the apples, for example, and here this is telling you, these little boxes are telling you that you can put on and off the top line. You can take on and off the bottom line, on and off the left or the right. So this gives you a chance to change things around a bit. So everything you can undo. So I'm going to have a look at what it looks like when I have that. Straight away, it looks good, looks great. But I can see that the words 3D shape, the box has now been altered, and now it's being hidden. So I would want to go back, highlight that again, change the shape of the box, maybe, and because I've changed the shape of the box, I might go now and change the style of font go back to my home key, go back and say, okay, Century Gothic is not working for me this time. Let's have a little look at Arial Narrow, see how that is. I wonder if I just bring it a bit wider, will it all fit? I'm just going to go down to see what's happened there. That's probably not, you see it hasn't made all of it. I'm going to go all of it. I only managed to highlight the 3D, but through manipulating, I can work this to look great. So it's about playing with these shapes, playing with these boxes. I can highlight this box again. I can see it's too close to my title. I can use my up and down arrows on my keyboard, and that is quite helpful because I can just tap away at my down key, tap away at my side key. I can manipulate boxes in that way. So this is about making it as attractive as possible, having a bit of fun. Everything can be changed once you see the layout and you decide that something's not quite right. I can see that this blue box is actually sitting a little bit too close to the apples. I'm going to go here. I'm going to move all of that across. And as a result, I'll have to move that across. So it's all just about playing with it. So have a go at playing with it. There's lots of great fonts. There's lots of great things you can do, different shapes you can put in. You could even do formatting. You can look at changing different aspects in the format. The pictures tool changes. If you highlight the picture, you could start doing like shadows with it, although that suddenly the words go. So you've got to really look around to see if it's going to be any good for you. So have lots of fun and good luck with that. And I hope you have fun and you learn lots about your Microsoft Word. And don't forget, the other thing is, I have not saved this properly. At the moment, it's saying document 1. When I click on my File tab, I need to do a Save As. I'm going to save it in my week 6 work. I'm going to call it 3D Shapes. 3D Shapes, and I'm going to say poster. Make it capital so I know exactly what it is, and I'm going to save it there, and it's safe there, and I can then print it out or upload it to the classroom, whatever I want to do with it. Okay, good luck with that.